across the UK, online and on DAB.
Unfiltered Night Talk with the original king of unconventional conversation. The best of Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Thomas is on the line. Yes, Thomas.
Hi.
Hey, Thomas, what you got?
Just like to put a few caveats in before I talk about what I want to talk about. I do think you're a very good broadcaster.
Here we go,
first and foremost.
But
I think when you talk about gender and race, you just come across a bit privileged and maybe a bit kind of old and not really aware of kind of how these things work socially in the 21st century.
Gosh, okay, so there was a very, very gentle pat on the back before two swift punches to the stomach.
I think you're a very
no,
good
it was quite rude, Thomas. Go on then, put me right. Thomas, it was rude, you know. So put me right.
Well, firstly, the thing on Pointless, what you did wasn't at all racist, but your comments last night referring to, say, discrimination of white people is the same as discrimination against a minority is just completely wrong.
Didn't say that at all, Thomas. Didn't say that at all. Do you want to have a conversation and address these points one at a time, or do you just want to come and do your speech and then put the phone down? Which would you prefer?
We address them one by one. You don't intimidate me. We can address them one by one. That's
Thomas, I'm not trying to intimidate you.
Okay.
I think you've got a bit of an arsey attitude, and I've noticed it on Twitter, and I've noticed it now. And that doesn't.
I'm a fan. I'm just trying to
Wowzers, with
point out
fans
your
like that.
privilege.
Well, I'm more no, but you're doing it in quite a rude way. And here's the thing,
Okay.
right? You don't realise that you're being rude, or do you? Do you realise you're being rude?
I think I realise I'm being rude to an extent, but I think.
And you think that's acceptable? You think that's acceptable to be rude? Do you?
In a situation in which someone is being kind of inherently racist and
hang on, let me stop you there. I'm being inherently racist, am I?
White people.
Thomas, I'm asking you a question. Thomas, I'm asking you a question. You said it's okay to be rude, which you have been in this phone call to someone who's being inherently racist. So the implication from that is I am being inherently racist. Is that correct?
Yeah, you're very good at this. No, by kind of not noticing
then
the
retract.
privilege, you are inherently racist. Yeah,
I am inherently racist. So
not
because
intentionally, but by not being aware of your privilege.
So, so you're saying it's acceptable for your rudeness because I am inherently racist?
Yes.
Educate me. Carry on then.
Can we get to what you said last night?
No. Because what I'm not going to let you do, Thomas, is do a little sniping attack and then move swiftly on to the next thing. Because I try not to be rude to people on this show. In fact, I am welcoming to all kinds of people.
You were quite rude to me on Twitter, I would say. But
what did I say on Twitter that was rude?
I wasn't actually very antagonistic on Twitter.
In your opinion, but you don't think you're being rude now. You were very rude on Twitter. What did I say that was rude to you on Twitter?
I think you swore about me. Maybe not swore about me. Said something about me on air that was.
What did I say, Thomas? You need to.
I can't remember. That was 2 weeks ago.
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Here's the flaw in your argument. Okay.
Okay.
You've just said I was rude about you on Twitter, right? And then within seconds.
Well, the tweets exist, so I'm sure we could look at them.
Can I finish? You've just said I was rude about you on Twitter. And then within seconds, you changed it to I was rude about you on air. Well, which was it? Was I rude about you on Twitter?
You were probably rude about me on Twitter, but I think on the Periscope, when the ads were on, you said something ruder about me.
Okay, but what did I say that was rude? And do you acknowledge that you were rude to me first?
The argument I wanted to talk about there.
Well, I know, but I'm not, Thomas. I'm not. We've got the rest of the show, mate. So don't worry. Right? Yeah. So I'm coming up to you next. Don't worry. But don't worry. We've got all night if we need to.
Yeah.
What I'm not going to let you do in your position of privilege, as a white caller to a radio show. I'm not going to let you have your little.
I am white, but assuming someone's race is a bit.
Thomas,
weird,
I've seen your picture on Twitter, mate.
Okay. Well, no, that isn't me. That's a meme, bruh. But that's fine.
Okay.
That's not me.
All right, Thomas. Okay. You sound. Here we go. I'm going to say something that's going to blow your tiny little socks
white.
off.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's not even.
Sound white.
That's not even particularly.
Then why did you pick up that I said that you were white, Thomas?
No, I
why did you pick that up?
You probably shouldn't assume someone's race.
I'm not
offended by that comment at all.
I will assume whatever I want to assume. You sound white. You've got a white Twitter feed, white picture on your Twitter. So I have put together those clues, and I've come to the. It's not even an assumption. It's a well-educated guess.
And it's correct.
You're white, and it's correct. So you telling me. You telling me I shouldn't assume you're white is I'm going to say it's bollocks. Right. Okay. So, you can't tell me what I said that was rude to you on Twitter.
Can we talk about all the stuff I actually want to talk about, or are we just going to talk about the argument we have? Because
Thomas, what I'm not going to allow you to do, okay, which you come from a position of privilege in that you are white.
Oh no, absolutely, and I'm aware of my privilege.
I'm aware of my privilege, right? But you cannot come from a place of privilege.
I'm a white cisgendered male, yeah, and I'm middle class too.
That's absolutely fantastic. I'm genuinely not interested, but you can't come from your position of privilege and throw in these little bombs that you throw, these little grenades that you throw out of rudeness, and expect them to go unchallenged. Now, maybe in your family, with your friends, and I don't know what your position is in life. Maybe that's acceptable. When you're talking to me, I personally find that unacceptable because I am learning as I grow up. to put barriers in place. And I've put barriers in place where if people are rude to me, I try to overcome how uncomfortable that makes me, and I try to challenge them on that rudeness as immediately as I can. So I don't carry. So I don't. So I don't.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
So I don't carry the resentment around with me.
Okay, that's fine. I'm sorry I was rude to you in that case.
Okay, I suspect. I bet you'll put a couple more in, but let's see. Let's see how sorry you really are.
No, because the things I'm about to say aren't to do with my attitude towards you. It's just to do with kind of a.
You said I'm inherently racist, Thomas. Explain that.
I think white people inherently have prejudices, and through life you have to be aware of your privilege, and you put that into every situation, and then by doing that, you kind of distance yourself away from the privilege, which equals racism. The privilege that you have at the start of being a white person equals racism. You have to distance yourself from that privilege.
Can you, Thomas? I'm going to stop you because you're going round in circles. You've said a lot of words. No, Thomas. I let you speak. I let you speak for a long time, and you said,
the point of
Thomas,
it,
Thomas. You said a lot of words there, but what you said didn't actually make sense. And I tell you what.
It does.
I tell you what. Assume I'm stupid. Do that. Do that. I'm going to give you that. Assume I'm stupid. So break it down a bit, please, Thomas, because I'm really struggling to follow the point that you're making.
White people have privilege in society, which other ethnic minorities do not have. True or not true?
I'm not going to answer silly questions. I don't. Again, now you're patronising. Just explain it in simple. Thomas.
You can't be
Thomas. Thomas. I know you mean well.
Yeah.
You're not doing very well. You can do better.
I'm not doing very well. You're much more intelligent than me. Hello?
I didn't say that, Thomas.
That's the impression you're giving.
No, not at all. I want you to do well, okay?
You don't want me to do well. That's just not true, is it? If you let me make my points...
Why do you think I don't want you to do well?
Because I just feel like your attitude that you don't particularly like me or people that make the kind of points that I make.
Well, you haven't made any points. B, I don't know you.
Because you haven't let me make the points.
No. The thing is, because you keep throwing out these little bombs, and you apologise for being rude earlier on.
I haven't thrown out any little bombs.
Well, you did just...
Thomas. White people are inherently privileged.
Thomas. All right, yeah, Thomas, several things, right? I want you to succeed in this phone call. I want, because the tone of this show, if you had been paying attention, this is hopefully going to become a loving arena where everybody is welcome from, whatever kind of sexual, social, religious, racial, ethnic background. Everybody is welcome. And they can feel safe to share we've had people on here threatening suicide. Do you know what I mean? Where people
relate to that mental health.
Where people can come on and feel safe. I'm not saying it's a safe space, because that's a different thing, but people can come on and feel safe sharing their things. So what benefit would it be to me to destroy you? And I could.
I don't think you could.
Well, Thomas.
I think you think you're better at arguing than you are.
I'm better at arguing than you. That's a fact.
No, you're not. You're not.
You just coming back with a negative is not an argument, to misquote Monty Python. But I want you to succeed. But
without being arrogant, I'm quite intelligent, and I don't honestly think that you have better skills.
Okay, well, we disagree on that. We disagree on that, and that's fine. I've certainly had a lot more experience and a lot more practice at it.
And I'm probably certainly quite a lot more academic than you, but those points aren't worth pointing out.
It is. If in terms of argument, the fact that I've had more experience, unless of course you think the experience doesn't mean anything. And only academia can mean you.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
I'm not all about academic.
We're getting sidetracked a bit, Thomas, and I do want you to do well, despite what you think. I do. All right, and you won't believe that.
I like you. I actually do like you.
You don't know me.
I don't know.
That's
your show.
Okay. Well, the show isn't me.
Okay.
You don't know me, and I don't know you, and I don't know if I like you or dislike you. At the moment, I have no particular feelings for you, but I want you to do well. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm inherently racist.
I say all white people are inherently racist, and the only way to kind of stop yourself being racist is to be aware of your privilege. Okay, so for example,
one second. I'm going to interrupt because I'm following this. You said I wasn't aware of my privilege. What makes you think that?
Okay, because last night, that's exactly why I don't think you're aware of your privilege. You were talking about the Brimful of Asher corner shop thing, which I completely don't think you're racist in that regard at all. That's not my point. But afterwards, you had a caller where you were talking about the fact that an Asian person mentioned you being white in a tweet. You can't be racist towards white people. And the reason you can't be racist towards white people is white people have power,
Thomas,
privilege.
and that's where your argument collapses.
No, it's not. It's
because
not racism.
you can, of course, you can.
No, you can't. It can't be institutional. It can't be an ism. It can only be a prejudice.
It can't be an ism. It's racism.
No, it isn't racism. It isn't racism.
We're talking about racism, aren't we?
If you talk to people like Black Lives Matter movement and all those kind of people, they tell you exactly the same thing. A white person can't be victim of racism. It's just not possible.
Okay, racism. The belief...
I've got a dictionary definition.
Oh, sorry. Well, it's a good place to start, don't you think?
It's a bit more nuanced.
It's a good place to start, don't you think? Or do you not believe in dictionaries?
I don't believe... Well, dictionaries are mostly written by white old people, so I don't really think of a...
So dictionaries... Are dictionaries racist?
I don't know if I would like to comment whether dictionaries are racist.
Okay. Well, I would like to read the dictionary definition. Because I think you're talking out of your bunghole. Right, racism.
But you know, many people, mostly of which are people of colour, will disagree with your definition of racism.
I'm just going to read it. Is that all right, Thomas?
Okay, that's absolutely fine. Read the definition.
I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you, Thomas. Racism.
Thank you.
The belief that I'm starting to make my mind up about you. The belief that all members of each race... Why don't you use your real picture on Twitter?
It's just a meme for a Twitter. I don't really use Twitter very often.
Why don't you use? You're not as good at avoiding questions as you think you are, because I notice when you do avoid.
Well, I'm part of one of your groups. I don't try and hide my identity in any way.
What do you mean part of one of my groups? I don't know what that means.
On Facebook, I'm not trying to hide my identity. I just don't have a picture of myself on.
Well, part of one. What do you mean one of my groups on Facebook? I don't know what you mean.
Oh, just the one of those Iain Lee talk radio.
Nothing to do with me.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
Anyway, I'll ask the question again, because I said you're not as good at avoiding questions as you think you are. Why don't you use your picture on Twitter?
There's literally no reason that I don't. It's just that I don't use my Twitter very often.
But why don't you use your picture on Twitter? You mean there must be a reason? There can't be no reason. There has to. Well, then why? Okay. Then why?
I found funny.
If there's literally,
I didn't change it back.
If there's literally no reason, why isn't it an egg?
I don't know, maybe it should be an egg. It was just it's not that deep, Iain. It was just.
So there is a reason. There is a reason.
No, there isn't a reason.
Well, there must be a reason.
Most of the people I follow on Twitter are people who know me. There's no reason I try and hide my identity on Twitter. I'm not like a. I'm not asking.
Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Just stop for a second. I've not asked why are you trying to hide.
It's a weird question. Thomas, why do you care?
Thomas.
Yeah.
I've not asked why are you trying to hide your identity on Twitter. I didn't ask that. I asked them much. I asked them. Well, what did I ask?
You asked why don't you have a picture of yourself on your Twitter?
Exactly. And you've interpreted that as a question about why you're trying to mask your identity. I didn't say that at all.
Oh, that was just the impression I got, to be honest.
Not from the question. The question is as simple as the question is. Right, we're going to skip this break and we'll go.
Of the question.
There was no implication, and this is interesting because you've done this a few times where there's been a straight. You're trying to second guess me, and quite often.
I'm not. No. Well,
you are here. You are.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
And quite often, by the way, this is going to be a great podcast. Quite often.
Yeah.
When I ask a straight, simple question, I mean the straight, simple question.
Okay, that's fine.
So why don't you use your picture on Twitter, Thomas?
But there isn't a reason. Like, there isn't a reason. It's not. I can't give you a really good reason, because there isn't a reason.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Think about it.
Okay. I don't use my Twitter very often, as you can see.
You don't have to justify anything to me. Racism.
Okay, right, yeah.
Noun.
You're reading the definition.
Yeah, I'm going to, because I'm an old privileged white man, and I like dictionaries. The belief...
more left than most of the media, but not quite left socially enough for me, to be honest. But, sorry, you're reading the definition of
the
racism,
belief that... I'm getting very close to making my mind up about you, I am.
Because we disagree on something. I
know we can disagree, but if you notice, Thomas... And when you listen back, you won't hear this. You'll hear different things to what the listeners are hearing now.
Okay.
I'm not being rude.
Okay. Well, I'll try and be a bit.
Well, you said that 15 minutes ago.
I didn't think I was being particularly...
I know, isn't that interesting? And I used to be like that. How old are you, Thomas? What are you, 23?
I'm 23, 24 next month.
Okay.
Yes, about to do my Masters.
I was like that at your age.
Okay.
I was. I was like that at your age, and I didn't, I thought that rudeness was acceptable, and I'm learning. I'm a work in progress. We're all a work in progress, man. Racism.
Yeah.
The belief that all members of each race possess characteristics, abilities, or qualities specific to that race, especially so as to distinguish it as inferior or superior to another race or races. So you can be racist downwards, you can be racist upwards.
The thing is...
Prejudice, I've not finished. Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against someone of a different race based on the belief that one's own race is superior. So, for someone who I am assuming is of Indian descent, to call me a stupid white twonk, and Yasser, I apologise, we will get to, if you can wait, we'll probably be after midnight now, Yasser, I can see you've been waiting for ages. To call me a stupid white twonk, in your opinion, isn't racist. It's okay for black people, Asian people, Chinese people, whatever, to call me stupid white twonk.
If you think of the history between Great Britain and India, for example, and the history of oppression of the British against India, an Indian guy calling you white isn't offensive in any way.
No, but you're taking out of the context of the sentence with which it was within. Stupid white twonk. That's an insult. I don't know what a twonk is. I'm assuming it's an insult. So it's an insult. It's an insult sandwich. Stupid twonk. Yeah, fine. But the word white is in there.
It's just not racism, because there isn't the kind of history of oppression. This is my definition of racism, and a lot of other people's definition of racism. It varies compared to the Oxford English Dictionary version of racism, but I think it's to do with a historical, social, and political oppression that white people don't face.
And that's fine.
My opinion.
And that's fine. And you know that's great, and that's your opinion. But to assume anything about me, Thomas, is it belies a huge arrogance on your part, and to assume that I am unaware of my privilege of being white, now middle class. It was working class. We were working class when I grew up, right?
Yeah.
To be white, middle class, male, middle age, all the M's. Is that funny? I mean, I don't know. I'm struggling to. What's funny about that?
I don't know. It's just funny to me. Don't worry. I think
hadn't finished
thinking that you can be racist as an Indian person to a white person. That is being unaware of your privilege. Yes.
In your opinion.
In my opinion, honestly, in my opinion, it's subjective. It's what I think.
Okay.
I'm not claiming my opinion is law. I do think it's.
Can I make a suggestion?
It comes from.
I'm educated. I'm educated as well, Thomas. I'm educated as well. Okay. According to you, I've not spoken to these minorities who think that. So according to you,
safe spaces for people of colour to talk about these things.
Okay, I'm not going to do that.
Okay, well,
why should I? I'm going to hang out with my white mates because I'm white privileged, and I'm going to sit back and enjoy my white privilege. Why would I want to question it?
Okay.
What can I make a couple of suggestions? One suggestion. One suggestion. All right.
I don't think you're going to take any of my criticism on board, but that's absolutely fine.
Well, okay, and you've just done it there, mate.
Because you're not taking anything I've said on board, are you? You're just,
how do you know that?
Disagree.
And there we have again, Thomas, The arrogance. I'm going to hope it's the arrogance of youth and that you shed some of it as you grow up, because you have no idea how much of this I've taken on board. I've taken it all on board.
Okay,
you have no
that's
idea how much, and we're running out of time, and I'm going to have to cut you off in a minute, right? Because we have literally out of time.
That's fine, you gave me a long time, that's fine.
Yeah, I did. You have got literally no idea how much of that I've taken on board. And can I also say, Thomas, to back that back, how much of what I've said have you taken on board, and will you consider and will you learn from?
I've taken a lot of it on board. How
much will you learn from?
Disagree on the racism.
How much will you learn from?
In terms of how I should maybe argue or approach an argument, I take. And
yet, literally 20 seconds ago, right as we're wrapping up, you threw another little hand grenade of rudeness. Isn't that interesting?
What was the hand grenade of rudeness?
I don't think you've taken anything I've said on board.
Oh no, because it didn't. It just seemed like you weren't particularly responding to that.
Yeah. I wasn't responding to it in a way that you wanted me to. Isn't that interesting?
But you also said this is white people who think this. That's a complete misconception.
Okay.
You said that last night, and that's just a complete misconception.
Okay, Thomas. I've got to go because I'm going to
these kind of things.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, bye bye.
I just hope. Give me 10 seconds. I just hope that the rudeness. I just hope that somewhere there's a little seed has been planted in his head that rudeness like that. Personally, I find very hurtful.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Unfiltered Night Talk with the original king of unconventional conversation. The best of Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Do you remember last week or the week before, we were talking to a young gentleman, an entertainer by the name of Angelos Barry?
That was the Wednesday before the elections.
Was it really? What a strange memory you have for election dates. Yeah.
Hi, Angelos.
Oh, I've not introduced him. How did you know he was there? Psychic, yeah. Angelos, you're there, aren't you?
Yeah, so I'm here. I'm listening to every word of it.
Right. Okay. It's a strange tone. And I thought it would be a bit of fun, Alan.
Yeah?
If we got Angelos back on to talk about the show that he did on Friday the 13th, Spooky.
Yes.
Was Jason there?
Yes.
Was Jason there, Angelos?
Yes. Yeah, I'd have thought so. Yeah, Jason. Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely remember seeing him there. Yes.
Okay. And
I've never met him.
No. And I thought it would be interesting, Alan, if he told us how the show went, because I had a few emails over the weekend. From some people who were a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, this is it. Hello?
I'm here.
Hello?
How did the show go, Angelos?
Mate, we went there with all the best intentions, to do our talk all about Zeitgeist. And, yes, and all the industrial dynamics in an emerging Chinese market. We went to do that. And the whole thing was a bit of a farce,
I've got an idea for your next show, Angelos.
Eh?
I've got an idea for your next show.
Oh. What is it?
How about playing a bit of Hopkins Bingo, because he's on tonight.
Okay, well, let's not confuse Angelos with Hopkins Bingo, Alan.
What's Hopkins Bingo?
You've heard of Katie Hopkins?
Yes, I do know her. From this morning.
Well, she's got a show on another radio station at the moment.
Okay.
And we normally have two callers guessing what topics he's talking about.
Right, okay. And what's she talking about tonight, then?
Well, I don't know, we have to guess.
That's what you'd have to... if we were playing that now, Angelos, that's what you'd have to guess.
Jobs?
I tell you what, right, Alan, I'm going to cut you off because you're annoying me.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
There we go. Took that very well, didn't he?
Yeah, on the chin.
That frees up a line so I can then bring Barry in. Good evening, Barry.
Hello.
Oh, it's Barry from Watford. I didn't realise.
Hello there.
Barry.
All right, Angelos.
Hello, Barry. You all right, mate?
Yeah, all right, mate. Nice to speak to you, mate.
Now, both of you
too, mate.
are sounding because you did your show on Friday the 13th.
Yes.
And
yeah.
you were both, when you came on to talk about it, you're both full of spunk.
Yeah.
Well, we were up about it then, you know, we were all up for it and all the rest of it.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, optimistic we were.
And now you seem very down. So all the spunk has been drained from you.
Yeah, well...
Did someone drain your spunk?
Yeah.
We were let down very badly by the audience, actually.
Yeah, we went out with all our spunk, and they took a lot of our spunk, and I feel spunkless now.
Yeah. I mean, we was full of it, to be honest with you. We went out there, and we were full of it, and then we emptied it all out there. And
all on the stage.
All on the stage, etc.
You were saying, Angelos, that the audience let you down. That's unusual, because normally...
So.
Well, tell me why. What happened? What did they do wrong?
Well, they all come along, and... You know, we doing our stuff, trying to really tap into the zeitgeist, you know?
The zeitgeist, yeah.
Yes.
Mind you...
Let's try to tap into that. But the thing is, though, the people what was in the audience didn't know what was on the zeitgeist. So they weren't tapping into it either.
No.
So there was a miscommunication.
Well, that's your job as the performers. That's your job to communicate.
No, it's not.
Hold on. No, mate, it ain't.
Well...
No. It's up to the audience to know what is on the zeitgeist.
Right.
And to be in on it as well. Otherwise, it's a losing game, isn't it?
We're very much more of a happening than a performance.
Yes.
Can I read some of the emails from listeners that bought tickets based on your appearance on the show the other week?
Oh, God, go on.
Let me get these. Hang on a second. Let me get the emails up. Right. Steve says... Are you still there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Both there?
Time. Yeah.
Steve, what did you say?
What did Steve say?
I'm just trying to find the...
You're making this up?
Tell us what Matthew said. I know he was there.
Yeah. No, Jason, wasn't it?
Jason was there, yeah.
I didn't get an email from Jason. I've got an email from Steve. Steve says...
Go on in, spit it out.
What did Steve say?
I'm just going to tell you. Steve said, Ian, I've travelled...
Okay.
Go on.
Go on then.
Hello?
Hello?
Is he gone?
I don't know. He may have done, yeah.
I'm just choking on a zeitgeist. Steve says...
What did Steve say and how far did he come from?
I travelled over 150 miles on Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Nottingham, that'll be. Nottingham.
Yeah, that's about that. Yeah.
From the Nottingham area. Well done. That's good.
Yeah, there you go. What did he think? Did he like it?
To see Angelos and Barry.
Yeah, what did he make of it then?
What did you think of the show? What out of 5 stars would he give us?
Yeah.
He usually does a star rating to Steve.
He's not given...
Well, go easy on us.
Normally does a star rating.
He's not given a star rating.
Oh,
it's unusual.
Yeah, for him. What did he like about the show?
It would be... It doesn't go into specifics about what he liked, Barry.
Generally what he liked.
Barry, you're an old from the East End.
Yeah.
What does pony mean?
Oh, pony and trap?
Yeah.
Well,
it means not bad.
How he got to the show is his own affair. What did he make of the actual show? Seems a curious way to get 150 miles on a pony and trap.
It must have taken him 4 days. He'd have been knackered when he got there, so he would have been in a bad mood.
No wonder, yeah.
He got there by car. He said the show was complete and utter pony.
Pony? Oh, well,
Well, did Steve say what he was expecting?
Yeah.
He said he was expecting zeitgeisty stuff.
Yeah, and that's what he got.
And laughter, not an old man dressed up as the Pope.
It was Mother Teresa, so up yours.
Yeah, exactly. Up yours, exactly.
Yeah.
And also there was zeitgeist stuff in there because we've done all the stuff about the Chinese.
Yes, we've done stuff about ecology, about...
Interesting. Can I interrupt?
Cameron.
Greenham Common, nuclear bombs, all this stuff.
All this stuff.
I've got an email.
NHS.
From a gentleman called Wang.
Oh, yeah, this is it, isn't it?
Oh, here we go. This
now,
goes,
finally, he'll back us.
Come on, then. Wang, I know he loved it.
He did love it.
He says he found it a bit racist, particularly the Chinesey stuff.
Yeah, Will. Wang would say that because he's all like...
Yeah, he's very much like that, Wang.
He's very, very politically correct, he's Wang. Yeah. And that's a shame because he needs to loosen up a bit.
He does. There's something wrong with Wang. There is.
I know.
Hello?
Hello, Barry. I'm still here.
Okay.
I'm still here too.
What's Wang been saying about us? It's damn cheeky, isn't it?
Well, he starts off...
Yeah.
Harrow. Which is where he where he came from. All the way from Harrow.
Yeah.
He just found the tone of it a little bit offensive.
Well, he must have been watching the wrong show.
Yeah, because we wasn't like that at all.
Not at all.
No.
Not one
We wasn't like that at all. We were saying how much we were actually into the Chinese.
Okay. I'm just going to... Oh, hang on a second. We've just lost Barry, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but hang on.
Where's he gone?
He's back. We got Simon's called in to speak to you
Barry.
guys. Simon, were you at the show on Friday?
I wasn't there. No, I wasn't.
Why not?
I mean, I missed... It sounds like I missed a treat with all the Chinese stuff and the Zeitgeist stuff, which, Zeitgeist is
Where were you?
I'm really into.
He's asking you a question, Simon. Please answer it.
Go on,
where were you on Friday?
The problem is, I know there are a lot of people listening. Well, a few people listening to this.
I mean, it's a simple question, Simon.
Well, all right, okay.
Where were you on Friday night, Simon? What the hell is going on? Why can't you just answer the straight question?
You're going right round the houses.
Simon,
going right round the houses.
Come on, mate.
I'll tell you where I was. Okay.
Making out you're some sort of secret agent.
Simon, where were you on Friday, Simon?
Secret
where were you on
agent
Friday?
Exactly what's going on here.
Simon, on Friday, Simon, very simple question, where the hell were you?
He's all like enigmatic now, isn't he? He's all enigmatic. Yeah, I don't know where I was, etc.
Where were you on Friday, Simon?
Okay.
I've cut him off. I'm not having that.
A simple question.
Couldn't give us an answer.
Where was the man on Friday?
Nasty piece of work.
Oh, wasn't he? Ghastly individual.
Nasty piece of work.
While we recover from Simon, can I just play a couple of quick adverts and we come back? Is that okay, chaps?
Oh, all right. Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The radio show for people who know the best part of the day is the night.
Late Night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Okay, well, this is Iain Lee, Talk Radio, 0844 499 1000. Join with Barry from Watford.
Hello.
And Angelos, we don't quite know where you're from.
Maidstone.
Huh?
Maidstone.
Leeson.
Maidstone.
Neasden.
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 Neeson.
Neasden.
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 That's Neasden.
Neasden.
You sound like you're... Leasden.
Neasden.
East of Eden.
No. Heads, knees and toes. Head, Neasden.
Shoulderton.
Neasden. Hold on, I'm just going to finish my pork ball.
Do you like it there?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's gone down now.
We sold out, though.
Apparently you did, yes, and that's part of the problem.
A lot of people come to the show and it's sold out. Yeah,
what was, how many?
420.
420.
How much were the tickets?
Don't know.
About 20 quid, I think.
So 420.
Yeah, about £20, yeah.
Times, so that's about £8,500.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you've declared that to the authorities?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. You cleared. I phoned the police up and told them.
There were some people who paid for extra, like VIP seats.
What do they get for that?
Roped-off area.
Well, they're in a roped-off area, and afterwards they're allowed to come in the dressing room and meet us and shake hands.
Okay.
Yeah, shake hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
they can watch us. They can watch us get changed as well.
For another 20 quid to see his bottom. That's on top.
So it was a disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we made a lot of money, and someone got to see our bottom, which is a boon.
Okay. There's a tour that's going to take place. When is that? September, October?
Yeah, that's it. October, November.
Okay. And it's going all across the country?
Yeah.
What lessons? Let's start with you first, Angelos. What lessons have you learnt from Friday night for the rest of the tour?
I think we've probably learnt to pick our audience a bit better. Not only let in the people that really understand what's going on around here nowadays. And if we do that, then we should have a show that we think we've got, rather than the muck that we put out on Friday.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Barry, apart from selecting your audience, what lessons have you learnt, Barry?
Well, I think it's as Dr. Jonathan Miller said when he was directing one of his operas.
Yeah.
And I'm quoting him verbatim, don't come on with a load of muck and it's poorly rehearsed, and then invite people back for an extra few quid to see your bottom.
No.
Because it will not sell.
It'll get out.
It'll get out.
It'll get out around the community.
Yeah. So we're going to try and write something that people will like, would be a start. And then we're going to go
We'll just tap into like more stuff that people are into.
Don't say Zeitgeist.
We're not going to invite Steve, Wang, or Jason.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. It's been nice to talk to you again, guys. The podcast. I feel bad that you sound so down, Angelos.
No, don't worry about it, mate. I'm not down at all. I'm buzzing, actually.
Okay. Could you sound like you're buzzing?
Yeah, I'm buzzing.
That's better. The podcast, where can people get hold of that?
On the computer.
Okay, that's a great plug.
It's on the iTunes called the Angelos and Barry Show.
Okay.
There's a lot of filthy muck.
Angelos Barry Show.
Yeah.
We last time you were on, Barry, we asked you a question. I don't think we got an answer.
Oh, go on, shoot.
From it. So I'm going to ask you the question now, if that's all right. Maybe we can get an answer.
Okay, doke.
And it might prompt a little bit of fun banter with the callers and stuff.
Oh, cool. Yeah, go on.
Okay. Just asking Barry, Angelos.
Oh.
Well, you have a think. You might be able to come up with an answer for it.
I definitely will. Definitely will.
Barry, if you had to enter an animal...
Okay.
Don't listen.
What animal would you enter and why?
I think I definitely answered this question.
I answered it. I said a giraffe because it had a very tall neck and it wouldn't have to look over its shoulder and look at you with disdain. It'd be up there.
I think you did say that.
I did say that.
Yeah, I think you did.
Mind you,
you might have said that actually. Yeah.
I did say that.
Oh, I've got a feeling you did say giraffe.
I did say giraffe. Yes. I can change it.
Go on then. What would your second choice for an animal to enter be?
A chihuahua in suspenders. Whoa. Hello?
How about that?
How about that then?
How about that? Have you had a little think about that, Barry, since the last show?
I have, yeah, most nights.
Yeah.
Very specific answer. Angelos, what would you enter?
Dolphin.
Yeah?
Yeah, mate.
On porpoise?
Yeah, porpoise. But the thing for me, Ian, is it's all about the chase. And I think, you'd be hard put to catch one of them.
Yeah.
you know, you really would have to want to do it.
Yeah.
So you have to, you know, you'd have to give it a good old chase, you know.
Yeah.
And that would really get it, really do it for me. Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, it's been a pleasure talking to one of you. I'm not going to say which one.
Okie dokes.
Okay. Thanks, mate.
See you tomorrow, Angelos, for the podcast.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll be there. Okay. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Ta-da.
Bye, mate.
Bye. Ta-da, mate. Bye.
Okay. Hello. Bye. Hello.
Bye, Angelos. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
No.
Hello.
Bye-bye, Angelos.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Bye.
Okay. Well, that was Angelos and Barry there. I don't know.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Unfiltered Night Talk with the original king of unconventional conversation. The best of Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk. Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Take a far-out trip into the twilight zone of late-night radio with Iain Doo-Doo-Doo-Doo-Doo-Doo-Doo.
Unmissable late-night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation.
Make contact with Iain.
Late Night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
In your boot?
Let me just... Hang on a minute. Put the music up for a second. Put the music up.
Hello?
Hello, you're on the air.
Yeah, what's up, mate?
Not a lot.
Yeah, my name's Daniel. What's up, mate? Yeah, what I want to talk about today is fishing.
Fishing?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, have you ever done fishing?
Long time ago, yeah. I used to go with my dad. I used to find it a little bit boring.
Boring?
Yeah.
Fishing ain't boring, right? Sitting up my road now.
Turn your radio off, Daniel.
Right. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I can hear you, yeah.
Yeah, fishing not that boring.
It's why do you enjoy it so much?
It's the fact that you just catch the fish and just put them back.
The fact that you just catch the fish...
Yeah, well...
And then you put them back. It's the fact that you just catch the fish...
Yeah, but you still have to have patience with them.
And then you put them back.
Yep.
It's the fact that you just catch the fish.
Yeah.
And you just put them back.
Yeah.
It's the fact that you just catch the fish.
Okay, that starts to get freaky.
Put them back. It's
Hello?
the fact that you just catch the fish. And put them back.
Hello?
It's the fact that you just catch the fish. And put
Hello?
them back. It's the fact that you just catch the fish. And put them back.
Hello?
Oh, 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number. So this is how the last hour of the show works. And I don't know how long we're going to keep doing this for. I don't know if this is going to be a permanent thing. I don't think it will be. For the foreseeable future, we'll be taking calls straight to air for the last hour of the show until maybe the station that gets up and running a little bit better. You can call in about anything you want whatsoever. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, my name's John.
Hello, John.
Yeah, I'm still in my education here and in NHS Parkins. Well, my dad died the other day, and when we went to visit him, we had to pay £10 for 4 hours.
Were you driving?
Yes.
What car do you drive, John, was it?
Yes. Drive the new Jaguar.
The new Jaguar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just £10 just to visit my own dad.
Yeah, who was dying?
Oh, my dad.
Of what?
Oh, he died of cancer.
Of what?
Pardon?
Of what?
Oh, he had some sort of cancer in his neck.
Cancer in his neck. Neck cancer. Okay.
Yeah.
How old was he when he died?
64.
64. It's no age, is it?
Yep, man.
How old are you?
28.
Yeah. What year were you born?
Pardon?
What year were you born?
1987.
1987?
Yeah.
Okay, you're 28. Okay. What date?
Pardon? August 24th.
Okay. And how much did your car cost?
Pardon? I got it from a birthday gift.
You got it as a birthday gift?
Yeah.
Wow. Who got you the new Jaguar?
My wife.
Can I ask you a question?
Yep.
What's it like having sex with a woman?
Well, I don't really like talking about that on live.
No. But you have, yeah? You have done, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for calling.
All right.
Is it half term at the moment?
I don't know.
You not got kids?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Would you like kids?
Planning.
Sorry?
Or planning to.
You're planning to?
Yep.
What do you do for a living, John? I like you.
I go to work. I work as a farmer. My dad's old place, because he sells chicken eggs and all that. And stuff like that.
So you work as a farmer?
Yeah.
At your dad's old place, or like a farm, is it?
Yeah.
And what, just chicken eggs?
We sell like farm animals and chicken eggs and all that.
What farm animals do you sell?
We sell like horses and donkeys. But we don't sell them from old age, we sell them from...
Like puppies, when they're puppies?
Yeah.
So you like puppy donkey?
Yeah.
Yeah. And a puppy horse?
Yeah.
Is it not harder? Because when they're puppies...
Yeah.
And you can, like the horses, I remember going to a farm years ago and they had puppy horses and you could pick them up.
Yeah, they're very light.
They're very, very light. But they're so small when they're puppies, you can put them in like your bag and carry them around.
My wife said she will do that one day, just taking them to her sister's house.
With a puppy horse in her bag?
Yeah.
Yeah. It must be hard to get rid of them when they're puppies.
No, it's easy because we have a lot of children that want to look after their own sort of horses.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I know that we live in Kent, so it's much more easier to sell them.
Of course it is. Of course, a lot of people in Kent want to buy puppy horses and puppy donkeys.
Yeah, they're called fowls.
Fowls?
Yes.
Well Googled? Well Googled?
Yeah.
But
I've been selling animals since I was 14.
Selling animals since you were 14? Gosh, you must be tired. So they're called fowls?
Yeah.
These puppy horses, the tiny ones.
Yeah.
You can put in your bag. How much would a puppy fowl go for?
Well, depending on what kind of colour, because, it's mostly about the colour and what sex it is.
Yeah, I want a male, yellow puppy fowl.
That would be impossible.
Why?
Yellow, because you can't get a yellow horse.
All right, a brown one.
Well, we could say about $2,000.
Yeah, okay. Who bought you the Jaguar?
Oh, my wife.
Wowzers! What does she do? She can't have made enough money from selling puppy fowls.
She owns her own business.
What does? This is why I love phoning radio, because you just get to hear so many stories from people. What business? What's your wife's name?
Her name's Sierra.
Sierra.
Yeah.
And what was your name again?
John.
John. Just remind me, when was your birthday?
August 24th.
Of what year?
1987.
Okay. And what business does Sierra... This is good, by the way, son. Well done. What business does Sierra own?
She helps young children at NKC.
The what?
She helps young children at NKC.
Okay. And she makes enough money from helping young children to buy you the new Jaguar, which costs, what, 40, 50 grand?
Yeah.
Wow.
the whole family worked towards that for me. It was a big surprise.
Big surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, big surprise. Well, what's the fastest speed you've been in that Jaguar?
Fast. On my road, basically, I've done 50 miles an hour upstrike on my road. Like, because I live near a farm, we hardly drive, so we're mostly on our quad bikes.
Yeah.
To get around, or we're riding our horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the only time I would drive the Jaguar was to go to down to my dad's old farm.
Yeah.
Yes, Colin and Sons.
Colin and Sons. You're one of the sons. Have you got brothers then?
Yeah.
How many brothers you got?
I've got 3 brothers.
Yeah, what are their names?
Simon, Stephen, and Harry.
Simon.
They all have children.
So you're an uncle?
Yeah. I love my nephews and my nieces.
What are your nephews and nieces called?
I only got 3.
Yeah, what are their names?
I can't remember my nephew's names.
You must love them so much. What about your niece?
Her name's, Tara Diary. The birthday tomorrow as well. Oh my God, it's her birthday tomorrow.
What are you going to get her, John?
Might just give her a horse.
Yeah, give her a puppy fowl.
Yeah.
All right, Mum. Well, it's good to talk to you. Is your wife asleep now? Can I speak to Sierra?
Yes, she's still at work.
She's still at work with the children?
No, she's in the office because she's the manager. So she has to go all the files and all that.
Do you miss her?
A lot. It's hard to have babies when she's always at work.
It is.
We only get to see her nearly once a week. We get to see her.
So hard to have babies when she's always at work.
Yep.
But you're trying to have babies, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen. I wish you the very. What video games are you playing at the moment?
No, it's more work.
You don't play Xbox or PlayStation?
No.
No? Not Assassin's Creed or Call of Duty or anything?
No. More work. Because those things, I used to play this stuff when I was younger.
Yeah.
When I was, 19?
What games were you playing when you were about 19?
No more football games and all that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but those times, we had, you know the old DS's?
I remember those, yeah.
The one that doesn't fold. If you try to fold it, snaps in half.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. You're good, man. You're good, John.
Yeah, man.
You're good.
Yeah. Oh, wait, sorry, my phone was ringing.
Was that your mum telling you to go to bed now?
No.
Is she asleep next door?
No, she doesn't live with me.
Mum doesn't live... Where does your mum live?
Oh, she lives in London.
Oh, right, yeah. What time you got to be at school tomorrow?
I don't go to school.
No?
I'm going to work.
Okay, what time you got to be at work? I could talk all night to this fella. What time you got to be at work, John?
Well, the barn opens at 4 o'clock.
The barn opens at 4?
Yeah, 4 p.m.
4 p.m. All right, 4 p.m. Oh, okay, fine. The barn opens at 4 p.m.
Yeah. Well, we have a barn and a farm, but the barn is where we have like the eggs and all that.
Yeah. And that opens at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay. What's this Jaguar you got? What one is it?
The Jaguar X something.
The Jaguar X something.
Yeah.
I tell you what, John. That's your name?
Yeah.
You've got balls of steel.
What do you mean?
You're welcome to come on any time you want, buddy.
All right.
Thank you, mate.
All right. See ya.
Ta-ta. Oh, come on. I mean, fair. Well played, young man. Very, very well played.
Late night Iain Lee.
On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Fair play. That young man. Balls of steel. I mean, he put a lot of the... You can come if you want, Kath. He put a lot of the adult callers we get to shame with his barefaced lie. At no point did he buckle and cave in. And that has to be respected. Let's go to line 1. Line 1, you're on the wireless. Thank you very much indeed. There we go. He was good, wasn't he?
Commitment.
Do you remember the caller we had at 3CR?
Yeah, with the PE teacher.
The PE teacher, and he was about 12.
Yeah.
And he called himself like Mr. Stevens or something, and he'd
been studying PE for 10 years.
He talked like that. He talked like that. He did a voice like that. And it was obviously a kid talking like that. And he studied PE at university for 10 years. And we were just making up, like, exams and modules and stuff. Like
the Musseltons.
The Musseltons and the Bendy Flexes. Yeah, done all that. Done the Musseltons, yeah. Passed that.
He didn't have an entire family, though, like John. I mean, John...
Well, Matt, do you know what? I feel sorry for John.
He's never going to make that baby, is he?
No, if she's at work. I'll be honest, I didn't quite understand what her job was with young children.
I don't know, but it requires a lot of paperwork.
John, and maybe I should have mentioned this to him, but I didn't want to break the young lad's heart. I suspect she's having an affair.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to have babies with him. But still, it's his niece's birthday tomorrow.
He's just remembered.
He looked at the diary. And he's going to give her a puppy foal. So that is nice.
I love the farm as well. Very reasonable hours, 4 p.m.
Yeah,
Those chickens don't drop anything before 3:30.
I liked him. I couldn't have done I mean, what do you reckon, 13, 14?
Yeah.
I couldn't have done that at that age. I couldn't have done that at that age.
There was no laughter.
He was. Is it hard? We've had a couple of calls from younger people tonight, which is great. I love it, by the way. Absolutely love it. Not one of those shows where we get sniffy about having, people phoning up who are under the age of 15. Not at all. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Unfiltered Night Talk with the original king of unconventional conversation. The best of Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk. The radio show for people who know the best part of the day is the night.
Late night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Iain.
Hello.
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 Yes.
I've got a list. Been listening.
Yeah.
Heard today about BBC.
Yeah.
BBC getting rid of lots of recipes.
Well, this is the thing. They said they're going to get rid of lots of recipes. Then they said, actually, no, we're not going to get rid of them. We're going to put them behind a paywall. And then the recipes thing, I want to know what they're really getting rid of, because the recipes thing is not the story. And someone's made that the story. There's obviously something else going on. But anyway, go on. What list have you made?
Well, it's a list for it's a chicken pie, lemon meringue pie, apple pie, apple pies, spaghetti bolognese, Mary Berry cake, pear pie, ravioli, biscuit, ginger biscuit, other biscuit, apple turnover, cheese pizza, big cheese pizza, pigeon pie, lamb cutlets, big roast dinner. Maybe a roast dinner. You couldn't ban a roast dinner. Could you ban a roast dinner? I don't think you could ban a roast dinner. Sweet and sour pork. A burger, maybe a burger. Chocolate cake, gâteau. Sandwich. No, you couldn't. The sandwich you couldn't ban either. No, it's not the story, is it, Ian? I'm not sure it's the story. It may be the story. Sticky toffee pudding. Nice piece of grilled fish and chips.
Shepherd's pie.
Cottage pie. I've run out of pies. Pork
Blackberry pie.
Ooh. Pigeon pie.
You already said that.
Venison pie. Come on, where's your pie?
There aren't any more pies.
There must be more pies. The BBC's banned them all. Or somebody's banned them all.
Mince pie.
Mince pie, good one. Mince pie. Oh.
Banoffee pie.
It's difficult. Oh, you're good at this.
I'm stealing them from Periscope now.
Cheating.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The pies. Lemon mint pie.
Steak and kidney pie.
Chicken korma pie. Yes.
It's the fact that you just catch the fish and put them back.
Teach a man to fish.
Any more pie?
Not sure I've got any more pies. That's all the pies for tonight.
Eh?
That's all the pies.
What about a roll and sausage and potato scone?
Oh. It's not pie though, is it?
But it's square sausage. With egg and bacon.
An egg and bacon pie?
Not pie, roll.
I'm sticking with the pies.
Beef and ale.
Oh, steak and ale. Is that right? Beef and ale.
Chicken and mushroom.
I think I'm out of pies. Pie. Bye-bye. Bye? Maybe bye-bye?
Talk Radio. Talk and entertainment across the nation.
Talk Radio.
Give it some lip.
Late Night Ian Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Yes, Katia.
Yes, Ian.
I'm going to be honest.
Oh.
You're the last phone call of the show.
Oh.
Well, only because...
No one's listening.
Well, no one is calling in, so...
They will.
Well, will they?
Of course.
Well?
You need how do you say, a bait, like for the fishing?
Yes, more on fishing.
Yes. I'm sorry. I knew what I wanted to say. The problem is, I went upstairs and then I heard some noise, and I'm alone. Because
hello.
Yes, Roger's gone to Sweden.
Well, Roger doesn't exist.
Yes, he does. And so I'm alone here in the house, and there's some noise. I kid you not, there's some noise downstairs. Well, I don't know what it is.
Could be a murderer.
I don't know.
Or a rapist.
No.
The thing is, right, we mentioned this the other day, all houses make noise. And there's this horrible phrase.
Wow.
There's this horrible phrase in English, which you must have in, Dutch. The house is settling down for the night.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you a story, which is what happened.
Is it spooky? Should I put some spooky music on?
Yeah, it actually is, and it
actually is, isn't it? Okay, there we go. Hang on a second. Let me just... Oh, my computer's gone completely to cock. Hang on. Here we go. This is spooky music. You ready for this? Here we go.
In your boot?
Oh, no, that's not spooky music. That's you saying in your boot. Here we go. There we go.
Thank you.
Hang on. Oh, there.
What?
Here.
4 o'clock. Yes, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Roger and I, we're
making love, making mad, passionate love in all kinds of exotic continental positions.
Yeah.
Some of those acts are legal in various parts of the United States, yes.
Yeah, with croissant crumbles and all that.
Croissant crumbles everywhere. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Apple crumble. Spotted dick.
Oh. Anyway, so 4 o'clock... we hear some strange noise here.
Yeah.
We think it's outside. I think it's outside. I think it doesn't matter. It's probably the pub,
Is this the bait that's going to get people to call in?
Well, I don't know because it's quite. Okay, let me get to the end.
Well, I just want to know: is this the bait that you Is this the bait that you mentioned?
Yes. Right. Okay.
Okay.
Roger, he hears it
Not
as
now,
well.
thank you.
But he doesn't. He doesn't do what I do, which is to put a pillow on my head.
Ah, so if there's a burglar downstairs, you cover your ears so you can't hear it.
Yes.
Okay, that's sensible. Yeah.
Then 8 o'clock. Fast forward, 8 o'clock in the morning. I open the door. It's the police. It's the police. He says, have you heard anything? I said, no, I haven't.
Yeah.
Why? And that's the neighbor. It's the neighbor. It's an old boy. He's 70 years old.
Yeah. Is he a murderer?
Actually, he is. And that's not funny. But what we heard.
He is a murderer.
What we heard through our wall was our neighbor using a hammer to.
If I had a hammer.
Terrible. But that's terrible to murder his brother.
Oh, sweet Lord.
And that's what I heard. So. It's grandson. I never thought it would happen.
Let's not say any. Let's not give away any more details because I'm assuming now this was recently, was it?
Finished. I mean, he went to prison.
Oh, he's gone to prison. He's been sentenced for it.
For 2 months.
What? Hang on. Whoa. He murdered his brother with a hammer and went to prison for 2 months.
I know.
Come on.
No.
Come on. I
can send you the article. You will read it.
For
I know.
2 months. Why?
Because he's 70, and because
old murderers still go to prison for longer than 2 months.
I know that's mad, and also it happened more or less near Christmas time.
Oh, maybe they were being soft because it was Christmas.
No, not because of that. But then he went into sort of custody, and then in the morning I hear a kind of scrubbing thing. Again, that day I was alone. And I think, okay, that's the neighbor. Then I think, what do you mean it's the neighbor? It can't be him, but yet it's him. And he comes knocking on my door. I didn't know it was him. I opened the door, and I'm like, but he's 70, so he's not going to do anything to me anyway. He
stoved someone's head in with a hammer.
Yeah, he's not. So, and he says to me, guess what he has? Guess what is the first thing?
Can I borrow your hammer?
No.
Have you seen my brother?
No. He says to me, do you know when is the day for the recyclables? That's what the recycling thing. That's the first thing he asks me.
So he may be a murderer, but he is environmentally conscious. That's good. That's a good. Maybe that's why they only gave him 2 months.
Probably, and I said, because I was so stunned, because why was he there? I said, I'm sorry, I don't know. And he looks at me and he says, you know. No, he says to me, oh, you don't really have a good memory, have you? Now, I think, okay.
You should say, yeah, I know you. I remember you murdering your brother. Do you remember that, you nut job?
But no, so that's it. That's why, I hear things and I'm not sure anymore about stuff.
He got 2 months.
He got 2 months. Yeah, I can send you the article.
Send me the article. Yeah. I want to read the article.
Yeah. The way it's written, it's because the judge thought, well, he was looking after his brother, who used to be, who was how do you say, disabled.
Is he a mechanic?
Who?
The murderer.
He didn't. He never worked. Why?
Okay, I've just googled Grantham murder. Got to be careful there when you do it. Got to put in another word, otherwise you get into all kinds of trouble.
Yeah,
Grantham murder hammer.
Yeah. I don't know if they say. I'm going to find it. It's in the Grantham Journal.
What year was this?
That was 2014.
Okay.
I can find it. I can't believe I'm not really. Hello?
Yeah, well, this is the thing, right?
Yeah.
And let me just double check this, right?
Yeah.
Because you know why you got to be careful when you type in Grantham murder, don't you?
Why?
Because Leslie Grantham, Dirty Den...
Okay. Yes, that's true.
He's a murderer.
Yeah, all right. No.
No, that is true. This is what I'm double... Leslie Grantham, the actor, not Dirty Den, the actor, murdered somebody.
When?
1966. This is true. Do you want me to read it from Wikipedia?
Yeah.
On the 3rd of December, 1966... Hang on a second, let me just... hang on a second. Let me just... try and get this up on the computer. Okay. Hang on a second. Right. So, here we go. On 3rd of December 1966, Grantham attempted to rob a taxi driver, Felix Ries, in Osnabrück, West Germany. A struggle between Grantham and the driver followed, and Ries died from a gunshot wound to the head. In his statement to the police following his arrest, Grantham claimed that he did not know the gun was loaded and it had gone off during the struggle. That's happened to all of us. Which would have resulted in a conviction for manslaughter if the jury believed his version of events. However, at his trial in 1967, he was subsequently convicted of murder and sentenced to life imprisonment. Although he committed the murder in West Germany, he served the entirety of his imprisonment in various British prisons.
Wow.
He was released in 1977. But yes, Leslie Grantham, and wait, because there's a punchline coming, murdered a man.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Shh.
Is it? Hello?
Yeah?
Oh, right. I found the article. I can send it to you.
Well, can you read it? Because I've now got information on my screen that tells me what you've told me is not true.
Grantham carer, 71, hit brother with hammer 5 times after cracking under strain.
Yes.
That's the one you found?
Yeah, continuez-vous, s'il vous plaît.
Well, what did I say? That is different from what I said.
Tell me the cause of death.
A pensioner attacked his sick brother with a hammer after cracking an Anthony Armstrong, but in September. Where is the cause of death? Yeah.
Paragraph 8.
There's no...
Jeez.
I can't see that 8 passing sentence said he was able to avoid person. He died of it. He died of it. He did. My neighbour, the other woman that lives on the other side.
I don't care what your neighbour said.
No, but she...
I want the facts.
Well, that's the fact. What? Do you think I'm making it up? Hello?
Yes, kind of. Yes,
I'm not making it up.
Read the story. All right, tell you what, we're going to break, then we'll read the story, okay? Thank you.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Yes, Katia.
Yes. I'm reading the article. It says my road, so I'm not going to read the road.
Well, you don't have to read the road out.
Okay.
Right.
But what is? Where do I begin?
Well, oh, jeez. Do you know what? It's fine. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Unfiltered Night Talk with the original king of unconventional conversation. The best of Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
To Yes Line 1.
Yeah, disgraced entertainer appears on Blink Music on Channel 4. What are you doing?
I was getting 500 quid for 2 hours' work.
That sounds all right.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
You can't put that down.
You can't argue
that. Like a tip, but I mean, it's not great though, is it?
Well, I don't give a. Honestly, I couldn't give a stuff. I got 500 quid for it.
It's on right now. You should put it on. Have you got a telly in the room?
I'm a bit busy. I'm doing the radio. What do you do for a living?
You're doing a radio show. Yeah, of course, you're doing a radio show.
What do you do for a living?
You should put it on. It's all right. What do I do for a living? I'm a stage manager.
Right. And what do you stage manage?
Oh, big game musicals.
Right. You've done jobs that are crap to pay the bills, haven't you?
All the time.
Right. So
yeah.
why would you?
Terrible job.
Right. So why would you have a pop at someone else for doing the same thing?
But you're better than that. You're better than that. You, Mr. Iain Lee, are better than Channel 4 bad pop music TV show.
Right. First of all, I'm bloody funny on it.
You are. Well,
yeah, I am. And secondly, I don't understand why someone who works in the business, I think I do understand why, but someone who works in the business, would have a pop at someone for trying to feed their children and pay the mortgage.
Because I respect you, and I
don't know if you noticed, right? Between November the 13th and March the 21st, I wasn't working. Don't know if you noticed that.
I didn't notice, but I see where you're going.
Yeah, because I got shafted by my last employer.
We blame the BBC for that.
No, shut up.
How is Eloise?
Shut up.
How's Eloise?
Shut up. You're quite a rude man, and I'm telling you something, right? So between November the 13th and March the 21st, I wasn't working, right? And I had a bit of a breakdown, and someone offered me to do a couple of hours' work for 500 quid, and I've got 2 kids and a mortgage.
Boom. All the money. Take the money. Go for the money. Absolutely, you're correct. Go for the money.
You're quite a nasty person. Let's go to line 2. Yes, line 2.
I just wanted to say that sometimes I scratch the top of my feet until they bleed. Why did it feel so good?
That's the call we needed on the back of that. Last night, a source told The Sun he joins the tubes together with matchsticks. It's driving everyone mad. As Noel Coward once said, TV is for watching, not for appearing on. When I get offered a job on TV, and by the way, if you've not seen it, I've not seen the show, and unless they've cut out all the jokes, I was funny on that programme, man. I was funny on that programme. I was doing my job, right? And when I get offered a job on the TV now, which isn't very often, I say, how long will it take? How much money will it pay? I literally couldn't give a stuff what the end result is. As long as I get to keep my clothes on and I don't have to, climb up a wall or do anything that's too exerting, and the money to work ratio is pretty good, 250 quid an hour, that works out for me, then I'll do it. then I'll do it. So I don't have any problem. You're not going to shame me for feeding my kids.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Unfiltered Night Talk with the original king of unconventional conversation. The best of Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Oh, hang on a minute. Andrea's on the line. Yes, Andrea.
Oh, you got it right.
Sorry?
You got it right, Andrea.
Yeah, I saw your name written down, and do you know what I did?
Yeah.
I said it.
Yeah, but no one does that in England.
Well, hang on a second.
They say Andrea.
Well, why? I'm saying Andrea.
Yeah, that's right. I'm half German. And I was ringing, and I wanted to just leave a message, because I didn't have the guts to talk.
You can't just leave a message. It's a phoning show, not a phone up and leave. We've got the answer phone. We've got the answer phone if you want to leave a message.
Maybe that's what your wonderful guard dog told me.
Ooh! Oh! You're hang on a minute. You can't call Katherine Boyle a guard dog.
Well, I didn't know her name was Boyle.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm dealing with it. Don't worry.
Okay, we can have guard dogs can be good.
Would you like to apologise for?
I think guards are good.
Yeah, but to call someone you've never spoken to, particularly when you're,
I did.
Particularly when you're, to call someone you've never spoken to before, and a mate of mine, particularly when you're drunk, a guard dog.
I'm not drunk.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
Nothing. I've just taken my metazapine for the night time.
Well, good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Okay. No, you can do. But that's not a very nice thing to say. Is it?
I didn't mean to. If that was offensive, I really didn't mean that. I just thought she was really brilliant, because all I just wanted to sneak in a message.
You can't sneak in a message. You've got to come on.
Oh, but Iain, I didn't know that.
It's a phone-in show.
Yeah, but yeah, it is, isn't it?
Anyway,
yeah.
you're on now. You're on now. Let's.
Okay, no, so I'm half German, and I loved the way when you saw my name you said Andrea, which I loved, because I don't bother anymore when people say Andrea, because not worth it.
But hang on. You say it's not worth it, yet you've just made a massive thing about me getting it right.
Because you got it right without being prompted.
Yes.
So that's it's one of those sort of smiles they do when somebody in public says it, and they say Andrea, and I just sort of do a double. If you can do a double smile, I sort of do a double smile, and just it's nice. And when you said it, it was nice,
right?
And I'm not really used to. But as I'm half German, I just wanted to add to the good bit about Germany.
We are reparations for where we are extending the hand of friendship on the actual anniversary that war was declared, and I've just looked it up, and that's true. With all of the nations involved, all the bad guys, we're saying, look, we don't think you're the bad guys so much anymore. So what is good about Germany? So far, we've got Schumacher and Wurst (brackets all sausages).
Well, I was going to. I was drunk, but I'm not. But anyway, the Oktoberfest, which is quite legendary. I know you don't drink.
No, but are you okay? You're sure you're not boozed up now?
No.
Okay, but you would get boozed up.
No, I don't anymore.
What? Never.
I'm not allowed to.
Oh.
Because we have things that we take at night that stops things like that.
Stops things. It says stops things. So the medication is dictation for the nation that you cannot get boozed up. Here's the thing, right?
It's best I don't.
Here's the thing.
It's best I don't.
Drunk people are so boring, though, aren't they?
I mean, what's that? Who said that? If that's the best you're going to feel all day? Is it Betjeman? Was it Betjeman that said that?
Well, I don't think it was Betjeman. I think it was Dean Martin. It was
James O'Brien's got it wrong then.
Yeah, O'Brien. O'Brien did say that. He thought
I said the J-O-B.
Yes, the J to the O to the B.
Oh, the J-O and the B, yeah.
Okay, well, listen, we know that other radio stations exist.
Yeah, we like him and we like the NA.
Andrea, nice talking to you.
Oh, yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much indeed. 0844 499 1000.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Unfiltered Night Talk with the original king of unconventional conversation. The best of Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Robert, what you got for us, boss?
Oh, I was just wondering, Iain, if any chance you get a quiz going?
Quiz? A quiz? What?
Just like two callers, and you're the quiz master.
Okay, why?
I was just watching Pointless tonight, and I was really enjoying it. Just thought, hey, let's try it on Ian's show tonight.
What? But a quiz?
Just anything.
But you mean just? What do you mean just anything? It's almost as if the last hour and 3/4 has meant nothing to you, Robert.
I'll enjoy your show. It's brilliant, but we're missing a wee quiz.
We're missing a wee quiz. I wouldn't know how to do a quiz. All right, you ask me a question.
Okay, when was the Battle of Bannockburn?
Oh, that is. I mean, it's a question. It's not an interesting question, is it?
No, it's not. I'll try another one.
And this is the problem with quizzes. It's so hard to make them interesting, isn't it?
No, but you can make them good, like, I don't know, like, who was the last person?
13:14, by the way, of course. 1:15.
Superb.
Yeah, we go. Yeah, go on.
But you could make it like, who was the last famous person to die? Or
well, that's Prince. I don't think any famous people have died since Prince died. I think he stopped the curse of 2016.
You got a point there.
Thank you.
Well, one point, not like a point, just 1 point for getting that right.
1 point, okay.
Right, that was good. But if you got a question, you could ask me, I don't know.
Okay, Oh, let me ask you a question. All right.
It's hard on the spot.
Isn't it? You see, and you get people like Henry Kelly on Going for Gold and stuff. They make it look so easy.
Oh, that's professionals.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. What does SPLINK stand for?
Be living in New King.
So you haven't been listening to the show. I just played it when you were on the phone!
I know, I was trying to get through.
I know you were on! I played it to you! I said, Robert, listen to this, here's John Pertwee, and you were there!
Oh, Green Cross Code.
Oh, gee. The thing about quizzes, right? The thing about quizzes on the radio, don't you find them a little bit boring?
But they'd be good. You can make them really good. You can make them stand out.
But I don't know if I want to make them stand out.
You could make it like the catchphrase noises on your soundboard. You could get doot-doot and stuff like that. That'd be really interesting.
So I could do catchphrase?
Oh, not on the radio. That'd be a bit hard.
I could do this. Here we go. There we go. This is if you get an answer right, you get doorbells. If you get the answer wrong, Stetson. There we go. We've got that. We're in. Actually,
that's us. We're halfway there.
And if I'm not sure and I have to go to the adjudicators,
good morning, sir.
There we go. Suddenly, Robert, this is starting to take shape. The only thing is, no one's calling in.
But what you could do is you could phone a friend. Like I don't know. You could phone the next caller as a friend to pass the buck.
But no one's calling in. Okay, that's what we're... Right, this is starting to take shape. This is actually a brilliant idea. Right, so the quiz is called Pass the Buck, right? Yeah, and if you get it right... Doorbells. If you get it wrong... Stetson. If we have to go to the adjudicator...
Good morning, sir.
Right, okay, it's starting to take shape. I've got a quiz!
Go.
I've got a quiz. What am I talking about? It's called Pass the Buck. Right, you got to name the gaps.
Mind the Gap.
It's called Mind the Gap. I'm going to play you some gaps from a famous song.
Right.
You have to tell me what the song is.
This is so exciting.
You ready?
Go.
Do you want to hear it again?
Go on.
It's
Mind the Gap.
Mind the Gap with Iain Lee. Hang on, I'm going to boost it. I'm going to turn it up really loud. Here we go. Mind the Gap with Iain Lee. It's two gaps. It's two gaps in one song. But what is the song? Mind the Gap with Iain Lee.
I'm going to have to phone a friend, mate. Sorry.
Okay, we're going to the adjudicator. Phone your friend. Have you got another phone line there?
I don't actually have an mobile phone, unfortunately.
Oh, jeez, Robert. Yes.
Sugar,
thank you. You really... Okay, right.
Stetson.
Well, in that case, I've got to take that as a wrong answer. Or do you want to... Oh, I'm confused. Hang on, what's this one do? That confuses things. This is not...
Noel Taylor.
What?
Can I phone Noel Taylor?
Well, you keep talking about these big ideas you've got for making phone calls. You haven't got another phone.
But can she not do it on the line? That lovely girl.
No, it's not up to us to make. You've introduced the concept of phoning a friend. Well, then you've got to phone them up. All right, that's you. 0844 499 1000. I tell you now, Robert, the phones haven't moved since you've been on. Right? Who wants to phone up and be Robert's phone a friend on what do we call it? Hedge fund.
Oh, it's Mind the Gap.
Mind the Gap with Iain Lee. On top, we're getting a phone call. Someone's coming through, Robert.
Yes.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, it's only Gatford.
Oh, Gatford gives some laugh.
Robert is trying to guess the song that these two gaps come from. Right, okay, so to phone a friend, you've got to say, I want to phone a friend.
Could I phone a friend, please?
What friend? Yes, of course you can.
Good morning, sir.
What friend would you like to phone?
Could I phone Gatford?
Yes, you can.
Good morning, sir.
Gatford, can you hear us?
I can indeed.
Good evening, Gatford. This is Iain Lee. This is from Mind the Gap with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Right.
I believe you're good friends with Robert.
That's right. Yeah, old friend of mine.
He's doing very, very well.
Right.
He's come up with the concept for the quiz.
Brilliant.
He's yet to get an answer right, and he's played his...
Good morning, sir.
He's played his Good Morning, Sir.
Right.
You are his Good Morning, Sir. The question is, can you name the song that these two gaps come from?
Come on, Gatford.
I can.
Oh, yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear it again?
Yeah, one more time.
It's a good one, this.
I know it.
Yeah, go on.
The band is Tears for Fears, the song is Shout.
Stetson.
That's the incorrect answer, Gatford.
Oh, Gatford, mate.
Sorry, Robert. See you down the pub at the weekend.
Okay, catch you soon, man.
Yeah. Okay, well, so Gatford... No, hang on a second.
What? Oh, sorry, what? Oh,
I'm so confused.
Have I now got to phone a friend?
Yeah, so we've got to cut Robert off now.
Okay.
Bye, Robert.
Thanks, anyway.
There we go.
Don't forget that tenner you owe me.
Okay. Don't... So now you... Oh, jeez, this is painful.
I don't have any friends, you know that.
Well, no, but and the only person that would call in to something like this now is you. So now... Oh, all right, who... 0844...
Yeah.
499 1000.
We call you back.
Have you got another phone that you could phone an actual friend on?
Well, I could add a friend to this call.
Do it.
I'm a bit worried there being 5 to midnight.
Don't worry.
Who's listening?
Don't worry. Do it, buddy. Get them on.
Well, all right. Okay, let me have a look.
Because no one's calling in to help you out, mate.
You're on speakerphone just so that I can do this, so that I can add a call.
All right, show off.
Who would be up at this time of night? Christopher from West Wickham. Rob Benet.
Give Rob a call. Okay. So he's hanging up. So we're...
Good morning, sir.
He's playing his Good Morning, Sir.
Please hold.
Please hold. Oh, it's sarky. Please hold. Hello? He's put us on hold. What the hell is going on here? This is not... When I came in this evening and said I want to do a quiz called Mind the Gaps, this is not how I envisioned it turning out. We got Robert, who didn't have a clue what was going on, and Gatford putting us on...
Hello? Yeah, I've got Rob Benet, my friend, on the phone.
Rob, are you on the line?
Hello.
Rob, this is Iain Lee. It's Mind the Gaps with Iain Lee. Believe you're good friends with a gentleman called Gatford.
We have exchanged money in car parks.
I told you not to mention that, Rob. That was private.
He's doing really well, Rob.
Yes.
He was Robert's phone a friend. He was Robert's. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
But he got the answer wrong, which means it's now his turn to answer the question. You're his.
Good morning, sir.
So it's your turn to try and answer the question. The question is, what song do these gaps come from? There are 2 gaps, 1 song, but what is the song?
Really hope you can get this, Rob. There's quite a bit of personal pride running on this.
Is it? I know it's not, but is it? It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it, Bananarama.
Stetson.
That's the incorrect answer.
Oh.
So, Gatford, you've got to hang up, but now it's Rob's...
Well, yeah, but the problem is I'm the conduit to Rob.
Well, then you just have to be quiet.
Okay.
You're right, Gatford.
Rob, can you phone a friend and play your...
Good morning, sir.
How'd you do that?
Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, jeez, I mean... You got a phone...
I can add another call to
Can
that.
you... Right, you add another call, but...
Me?
Oh, play some adverts.
Talk Radio.
OK, we're playing Mind the Gaps with Iain Lee. Gatford, are you still there?
I am, yeah.
Right, you shouldn't... You shouldn't be.
Right, you told me to say nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So, Rob, are you still there?
I am.
Are you gonna... Can you phone a friend?
I can phone a friend.
OK, who are you going to phone?
I'm going to try and phone a young man named Paul, who's my life coach.
OK, we'll come back after the news, OK?
OK.
It's very... I mean, it really is very tense.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
He has made a covenant with the night, and with the darkness he is in agreement.
Uncut, after-hours conversation for the up-all-night generation. Late night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
A little recap. So we're, a guy called Robert phones up and he wants a quiz on the radio. So we're doing Mind the Gap with Iain Lee. He didn't get the answer right. He doesn't short the answer. So you have to... OK. So this is a song, and here are here are the 2 gaps from the song. What's the song? Robert didn't know the answer, so he played his...
Good morning, sir.
And introduced Gatford into the thing. Gatford didn't know what song this was. So he played his...
Good morning, sir.
Which it got Rob Bonet into the line. They're both on the same line now. Well, Rob Bonet didn't know what this was. So he's playing his.
Good morning, sir.
Rob.
Yo.
Gatford, are you still there?
No.
Rob.
I'm being quiet.
Rob, you're playing your...
Good morning, sir.
Who have you chosen to play and say good morning, sir, to? That's it. You have to say good morning, sir, to them when they answer.
My good morning, sir, is not picking up his phone, so can I just ring another one now?
Ring another one now. Who are you going to ring now?
Yeah, I'll do it now, yeah?
Are you doing it? You on it?
Are we going to go on hold again?
Yeah. No, I'll be here, I think.
OK, well, we went on hold last time. OK. 0844 499 1000 if you want to come in and...
It's like killing a bee with a bazooka.
And that's when someone steams in from the outside, and that can happen at any moment, guys. 0844 499 1000 if you want to...
It's like killing a bee with a bazooka.
OK. How's that phone call going?
That person's changed their number,
take the hint.
Right, I'll ring Watco.
Yeah,
right,
ring
Watco. OK, so we're ringing... and don't forget, what do you say to him when he answers the phone?
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
There we go. OK.
It's fun, this.
I'll give you a bunch of 5s in a minute.
You and whose army?
Kiss Army.
Oh, fair enough. How'd your talk go today?
You just made the phone call.
What's it? But I.
Is Rob, are you making the phone call?
Rob's trying another phone. So
for crying out loud, this is why I don't do quizzes. What do you think I am, Bill Buckley or something? This is ridiculous.
Bill,
do you know how much you mean to me?
Changes. What is what you mean?
So far, no one has called in to play.
It's like killing a bee with a bazooka.
0844 499 1000 if you want to swoop in. And if you know which song these 2 clips, these 2 silences come from. It's a good one, and I've really boosted that up. It'll be a lot quieter on the record. I've really boosted those levels.
Oh, well, see, that's not fair. I didn't know that when I played the game.
Well, if I played it without the boosting levels, you wouldn't know. Does it change your answer?
Possibly.
Where is Rob? God, this is dull. We're supposed to be straight to air now. Oh, jeez.
Something like that.
Ah! Hang on a second. Someone, hang on a minute, be quiet.
It's like killing a bee with a bazooka.
Line 1, you want to kill the bee with a bazooka. Welcome, you're playing Mind the Gaps with Iain Lee. You're killing a bee with a bazooka. What song do these gaps come from?
Hi.
Yes, that's you.
Sorry, it's Robert again.
Oh,
sorry. Sorry.
Hi, Rob.
Just
all right. Hello.
I've just throw my second lifeline in there. Sorry.
Yeah, you're killing a bee with a bazooka. Name the song, for crying out loud.
Will Smith, get jiggy with it.
Right, thanks for calling, Rob. Incorrect. Right, Rob, are you back?
It's Bros. When will I be famous?
No, you can't.
Stetson.
You can't. You're phoning up. You're phoning your.
Good morning, sir. Is it Tubular Bells? By
Shut up, Rob.
John Parr.
Stop saying things that aren't answers to my question.
Is it sung by Talita Tickerham?
You shut up, Gatford. Have you?
Kitchen, Martika.
No.
She was fit.
Have you got hold of your good morning, sir?
I've drank 3 good morning, sirs, and there's nothing now. I tried my brother, but he's in bed. What comes bottled it?
Did your brother answer the phone and say, "I'm in bed"?
Yeah.
Right. Why can't he play if he's in bed? Some people can't get out of bed, like Charlie's grandparents. Both sets.
Just what it's like with these old and theatre 40. It's all downhill. You know that, don't you?
Right. Well, you just killed the quiz.
Is it the new Ghostbusters theme?
Thank you very much indeed. I mean, they just killed the quiz. If you want to play, very simply, you have to tell me what song do these clips come from.
I thought you'd want to know that I have solved your problem over the tab holding out and delaying for 4 seconds. It's your brain. It has a dump button.
Iain, got an idea for you. Call that new quiz that you did last night, call it The Sound of Silence. The Sound of Silence. By the way, Danny Baker did a quiz where he played the applause from live albums and asked people to identify the album. But it's typical of him, isn't it, to get there first. But anyway, they're different, and they're both dead good ideas, like. Okay, bye.
Iain, is it a puppy fowl or a fowl puppy?
Hi Iain, it's Olin Caddick here from Birmingham. I used to buy the lead singer in 80s Indies pop group Half Man Off Biscuits. There is nothing better in life than writing on the soul of Iain Lee, slip away the boy out.
Maybe tomorrow I want to settle down.
Iain, Judge Grinder, I think is the TV equivalent of JVS.
Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna settle down. till tomorrow. I'll just keep moving on. Maybe tomorrow I'll settle down. Maybe tomorrow I'll just keep moving on.
Can you name the song that those gaps came from? Let's go to line one. Line one, you're live on the radio playing Mind the Gaps.
Hi, can I have a 50-50, please?
Oh, is it you again?
Yeah, sorry.
You're the reason we're stuck in this flipping nightmare.
Ask the audience. I don't know. It's to know a song.
Do you see now why we don't do quizzes? Because they're a flipping nightmare.
But questions are better than songs.
What the heck? Are you insane? If questions are better than songs, then we'd all have our Walkman loaded up with questions and not songs.
But what would your song be?
I'd like to try the quiz, please. Is it 50 Cent? Is it 50 Cent in the club?
That's incorrect. Next caller, please.
How do you know that's incorrect? You haven't heard it. You've got to play it again, and then it'd be right.
It's not got the 50 Cent ring.
But you wanted a 50-50, so 50 Cent.
That's a good point, actually. Can we take that forward, caller?
Throw it in the club. Pimping up. Am I right?
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. That one?
No. My birthday's August 5th.
Mine's November 19th.
Are you, yeah.
Scorpio. Scorpio.
Am I right? In the club?
I don't know. I'm Scorpio. What about yourself? What? Are you Cancer?
No, I'm free, thanks. Bye.
It is. Next caller, please.
Yes.
Hi there.
Who the hell is Ginger Baker?
What's your star sign?
Is it Ghostbusters 2?
More on a personal note, recently the conference that you were talking about.
Line 4, you're on.
Dear. What a radio programme this is.
Welcome along to the Iain Lee Show. Do you have the answer?
Have I won?
Sorry?
Have I won?
That's incorrect, sorry. Next call, please.
Oh, God. What's the matter with it?
Next up.
Are you real? Am I talking to myself here?
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Just shut it, pal.
I think I'm talking to myself here. 50-50. Please, Iain. 50-50.
Hello?
Hi there. You're through.
Hello. It was in 1987 I looked up, I listened to the song you were listening to, and I realized the answer was Phil Collins and 2 eggs.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Unfiltered Night Talk with the original king of unconventional conversation. The best of Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Late night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Well, they are all coming out of the woodwork tonight. Nigel is in Maidstone. Good evening, Nigel.
Oh, good evening, Iain.
Good evening, Nigel.
Good evening, Ian.
Good evening, Nigel.
How are you?
Terrible.
All right. You sound okay.
Your social skills are piss poor. I mean, really poor.
I've been listening to the show about looking after old people and stuff.
What show was that?
No, what you've just been talking about, mums and things.
Yeah.
Yeah, in hospitals and...
I've got to ask.
It's enough to get you down, isn't it,
Nigel,
really?
can I ask you a personal question?
Yes.
And this is going to sound crass, but I think I have to be quite direct with you, don't I?
Yes.
Have you been diagnosed as being autistic or Asperger's?
No.
Okay. Has anyone ever said to you that you, do you find that you misunderstand what people are saying quite a lot?
No.
Do people, no. Okay, let me phrase it differently. Do people ever have to, do people ever tell you that you've misunderstood what they're trying to say or what they're trying to emote?
Not very often. Hardly ever, really.
Okay. Because I've picked up.
Ian, yeah.
I've picked up that you're. And by me saying Asperger's and I'm not in any way belittling those things at all. I'm doing a little bit of cod psychology, which is a bit lazy of me. But I've picked up that you're not very good.
At what?
at conversations and manners. And manners.
I forgot what I was going to say now. I was going to say something.
Well, you could respond to what I see. You've just done it there, Nige.
Yeah.
I've said something, and you were thinking about.
I know what I was going to say.
There
now.
we go.
I was going to.
You've just done it there. You've just done it there.
But I wanted to tell you what I've rung the show for. That's it. That was the idea. So.
That was your idea. That wasn't my idea.
No, but I rang in the show.
That's the third one.
Pardon?
That's
yes,
the third.
I can't hear very well.
Yes, you can.
Quiet line.
No, it's not. No, it's not, Nigel, is it? It's not. You're telling the porky pie there, aren't you?
I'm a little bit deaf through the drumming.
No, you're not. You can hear me perfectly, can't you?
Well, only just.
No, not only just, Nigel. You can hear me perfectly.
I can now you're talking, yeah.
Okay. I was talking all the time.
I know, but you're talking louder now.
Not really. Not really.
I think so, yeah.
Not really.
Anyway.
There's number 5. There's number 5. No. We're having a conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Okay.
I rang in
There's number 6.
Do a jingle for my
There's number 6.
A football jingle.
There's number 6. Right.
Would you like a football jingle?
Number 7. No. Let's have... the football jingle will be your reward.
Yes.
At the end, right? Even though I hate football, it will be your reward at the end.
I was wondering whether we wanted to talk about old people.
It's number 8
or not. But pardon?
That's the 8th time.
Yes.
You've tried to wrestle control of this conversation from me.
Well, what do you want to talk about then?
The stuff I've just been talking about for the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about.
No, because you've ignored what I was talking about for the last 2 minutes. There, I heard it. I heard frustration. We're getting somewhere, Nigel. I heard you genuinely frustrated.
Yeah, I'm not frustrated. I'm tired. I'm really tired.
Yeah.
I've been working hard on the internet, and that makes you quite
Working hard on the internet?
Loads and loads of stuff to do.
What have you been doing on the internet?
Well, it's all answering letters and sending films to different new pages, and it takes me about 4 hours, so it's quite tiring. But I can't explain it all on the radio anyway.
No, of course not.
I've been in contact with my fans on the Alex Jones page.
All right.
And they wanted me to do a football jingle, Man United winning.
Right.
So I've done that especially for them, which is a positive thing, isn't it? Positive.
Well, I suppose so. I don't really like football.
No, but I was doing it. I was just being kind, doing it for them. That's all. But...
Yeah. Well, but so who is the football? So hang on. Who have you done a football jingle for, and why do you think it's appropriate to
my fans on
bring
Facebook.
it here?
Pardon?
Why do you think it's appropriate to bring it here? It is very frustrating.
Because they asked me to. They asked me to on Facebook.
On which page?
The Alex Jones presenter show.
What, but Alex Jones is an American presenter.
No, the Alex Jones on the BBC One show.
You mean on the One show?
Alex
so
Jones
the Alex Jones One Show presenter Facebook page has asked you to write a song about Manchester United and perform it on my show. They say specifically on my show
because they've heard me on this show before.
Wowzers!
So, I think they're listening to me now. Daniel Kelly, James Freeman, Lauren Smith, Sam Weller.
Shoot
all
me
these
now.
people.
Seriously, shoot me now.
I can remember all their names.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone's having a pop at me. Emma's having a pop at me on Twitter. She says he's ignoring your armchair psychology because it makes him feel uncomfortable. There's nothing wrong with... The thing is, there's nothing wrong with armchair psychology. Just because you've got certificates and letters... It doesn't mean that you are any better than those that don't have certificates and letters. And we pick up things, don't we, Nigel, through life.
Yeah.
We learn things about behaviour. And we're allowed to ask questions, aren't we?
Yes, of course.
You don't mind me asking questions, do you?
I certainly don't know.
Right, Emma, you can stick that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so, Nigel, I think we've learnt not very much. There it is again. I like it. I like that. That's real. That's real, and then we go back into that.
Do you know you don't sound very old on the phone. I suppose you must be getting on a bit because you know so much about the TV. You've been in TV a long time. Radio.
How old do you think I am?
Well, I can't tell people's ages by looking at their face, but I would say he was probably about 50.
Okay, that's close.
I don't know. I can't tell.
That's close. And isn't it interesting? You can't tell people's. I genuinely think you should have a chat with a doctor.
But it is difficult these days, isn't it? But everyone's different. I was going to say that was my.
Everyone's different.
That was my question. Everybody is different.
Everybody is different,
and everyone does things differently in their own way.
And that is the beauty, and that is also the bad thing about the world.
Well, that's what I've learnt in life.
Here's the question tonight, Nigel. Right? How do you do it?
Well, I struggle, but I get there eventually.
That'll do me.
Life is a struggle. Everything you do is a bit of a struggle, but you have to push yourself to do it.
Everything is a struggle, and
you have to force yourself to do a lot of things.
Yeah, at the moment, I'm struggling to see the point in doing anything.
Oh dear, that sounds a bit troublesome.
It's a little bit troublesome, Nigel.
But,
do you feel comfortable talking about emotions?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting, that, isn't it? Isn't it funny that we clam up sometimes when we talk about emotions?
Well, I don't. I just speak my mind. That's all. Yeah. I'm a bit like Miley Cyrus. I speak my mind. I know what I want in life, and I do it. And so.
What do you want in life, Nigel?
Well, what I'm doing. I enjoy music.
Then that's beautiful.
Listen to other people's music as well.
All right, you can do your football song, go on.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it? I mean, I don't just want to listen to... I like listening to other people's music. I'll bash on with it then, shall I, in a way?
Go on, bash on with it.
It's only a short one anyway. Another pun.
Because you could be talking about a penis.
No,
But you're talking about a song.
Here we go. I'll just start it rolling. This is what I've just done.
It's a recording, OK. We can't hear that, mate. Does it get louder, Nigel?
Man United won the cup today. Man United won the cup today. A great day for football all round. Man United won the cup today. Man United won the cup today. They had a great day playing football. They won the cup today. Man United, Man United, Man United won the cup today. Man United, Man United, Man United won the cup today. Football mad, football crazy, all the time. Football mad, football crazy, all the time. Man United, oh yeah.
She's saying stuff.
Hello.
Are you allowed to vote in the upcoming European elections? The referendum?
I hope so, yeah.
Flippin' heck.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Unfiltered Night Talk with the original king of unconventional conversation. The best of Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Hugo Peters. Yes, Hugo.
Good evening.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting. I see you've been waiting for 26 minutes, Hugo. Pull down my pants and slap my bum.
No, I don't fancy doing that, to be absolutely honest.
Really?
But I will tell you.
Yes?
That it's Hugo Peters here. Bon vivant, raconteur, homme de monde, boogaloo music aficionado, shing-a-linger, music Mr. Mistopheles.
Yes.
Some may say the Ernest Hemingway.
The Ernest Hemingway. The Doug Hemingway.
I've had a few drinks tonight.
Do it the Doug Hemingway.
Of the tenties.
Do
Good evening.
Do it the Doug Hemingway, or it's either the Doug Hemingway or the highway.
No, but whatever way you want to do it, I'll do it, all right?
Cheeky lady. Having a few boozes. What is it? It's Tuesday tonight, isn't it?
Yes.
That means
it's
tomorrow.
A big night for me.
Tomorrow I'm going to Bridgewater. Why is it a big night for you, Hugo? Let's get some music.
Tuesday. It's the day after Monday.
Yeah, we've got
the problem with the week works like this. The worst day of the week is Tuesday, isn't it? Because Monday has a significance. Because it's Monday, even though people don't like it.
Yeah.
Wednesday is the
I'll tell you what
week.
we'll do. Hang on a minute. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Hang on a minute. We're going to play a song.
Okay.
And you're going to tell me why the... Hang on. I think I can make this work. Okay, so you're going to tell me the significance of the...
of the days of the week.
Of the days of the week. Right,
yes.
Ready? Here we go. Hang on, here we go.
Sunday, Monday...
Oh, no. Hang on a minute.
That's a difficult one to talk over.
No, I'm going to pause. I'm going to pause it. Here we go. You ready? Forget the Sunday.
Monday is the first day of the week, and therefore it has a purpose. It's the first day of the week. Most people don't like it. Tuesday is the most insignificant day of the week because it's nothing. It's a nothing day.
Wait, Wednesday?
Wednesday is not a happy day. It is the middle of the week.
Hang on a minute. I thought Tuesday was the most miserable day. And now you're saying Wednesday. Let's start again.
What you've done here is that you played a happy song about all the days of the week.
Start again. Forget Sunday.
Okay. Monday is the first day of the week, and therefore it's not a very happy day of the week, but it has a purpose.
Yep.
Okay?
You have to do them as a pair. That makes it easier. There we go. Got it now.
Tuesday is one of the worst days. Not one of the worst days. Is the worst day of the week.
Well, okay. Well, what about Wednesday then?
Wednesday's okay. No, hang on. You've not played the music.
No, I was saying we're going to do... Right, we'll do it again. I was saying we do the 2 days together because it's really hard to pause it. All right, here we go again. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. Hang on. Oh, I'll play in a second. Oh, it's frozen. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, that's Laverne and Shirley.
Oh, no, okay. No, okay. Right, here we go. Right,
okay.
So the day...
What is it?
No, hang on.
I like it, though.
That's Mary... hang on a minute. That's Mary Tyler Moore. Here we go. Right. Okay, so Happy Days theme, here we go. Hang on. Well, you have to do the 2 days... Oh, Jesus. Right, hang on. Right, Happy Days. Oh, bum!
Mary Tyler Moore.
Yeah.
Who can turn the world on with her smile?
No, right, hang on.
Right, can I just do it very quickly? But Monday is the first day of the week, and it has a purpose, but it's not the best day of the week. But
no, unless you're of the Jewish faith, they think that Sunday is the first day of the week.
Yes. So
are you being a bit Ken Livingstone there?
Who's he?
He's only Britain's leading anti-Semite.
Oh yes, I think I read something about him in the papers. Look. This is not I'm not Wednesday is the middle of the week. It's hump day. And
lucky for you. Lucky for Mrs. Hugo Peters.
No.
Unlucky for Mrs. Hugo Peters.
It's all downhill from there
hump
to the
day.
weekend.
Okay. Oh, I completely misunderstood hump day.
Yes, I noticed that. Thursday is the day before Friday. Friday is Friday, the day before the weekend.
No, you can't just say the significance of a day is it's the day before a day.
Yeah, but the thing is that Friday is so significant that Thursday is the day before the really significant day, and therefore we're excited about Friday, and therefore Thursday is pretty significant, better than Wednesday or Tuesday or the Monday.
Let's get the weekend. Here we go. Oh, it's frozen. Right, here we go. Let's get the weekend.
No.
Mork and Mindy.
Hang on. Oh, hang on. Oh!
Shazbot.
Hang on. You know Mork and Mindy came from Happy Days, don't you?
What?
You know Mork and Mindy is a spin-off of Happy Days.
Is Laverne and Shirley a spin-off?
Okay, can you know? Okay.
Is Mary Tyler Moore a
No,
spin-off?
but Happy
That's the odd one out.
Mork and Mindy is. Mork is in an episode of Happy Days, and so is
Laverne and Shirley.
And Shirley.
Yes, they're in the same episode.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Right. So
let me just finish the theme tune. Let's just finish the theme tune so you can do the weekend, because I want to get this.
I've got it. I'm writing a book about kazoos, for goodness sake. I'm writing a book about kazoos and the magic of the kazoo.
Okay.
And I was.
This is not the Happy Days theme, is it?
It's not. But it's going really well, but unfortunately...
Oh, this is the saddest bit of music ever.
It is pretty sad.
If ever... Here's what I want to happen, right?
What?
When I die, I want my body...
Where are you putting it?
To be dressed in jeans and a green sort of army jacket.
I'm writing this down.
And I want, like, a rucksack over my shoulder.
Yes.
And I want my lifeless corpse to hitchhike down a lonely road in America while this plays. That's going to be my funeral.
Operating your body via...
Yeah, those robot legs. There was a fella in the newspaper who was able to give... Do you see that? Was able to give away his daughter at a wedding. He can't walk, but they had robot legs. So I'm guessing it's like when they did K9, there's a fella in the background with a remote control. I want that technology... You'd have to put one on my thumb as well to hitch a ride. I want that technology to animate my lifeless corpse while this music plays at my funeral.
I don't think I've got the wherewithal to make that actually happen.
Well, we're out of time.
Listen, I'm trying to write a book about...
Thanks for calling.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Unfiltered Night Talk with the original king of unconventional conversation. The best of Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Before we go to line one, I just want to
make it stop.
No, I can't. Not until we get the. Oh, yes, I have. No, there we go. It's got it back. I just want to very quickly before we go to that, I just want to quickly just play this.
Oh. Wow. What if I can go inside her?
That's that. And also...
Yeah, go. Mum's coming.
Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Walk That One by The Ventures.
Oh,
young...
I thought it was then.
What's your name, young lady?
It's Vincent.
Vincent, imagine this, right? You had somehow obtained the power to stop time. How would you use that power?
I'll probably... I'm not allowed to say this. I'll probably rob the bank.
No, are you sure?
That's interesting. That's not what I thought you were going to say.
Hang on a minute. Stay there. You're not... Stay there. You're not getting away. You're not getting away that easily, young lady. You're not getting away that easily, Vincent. Let me have a little...
Would you always have said that, Vincent?
I don't know. Where did I put that?
In your favourites.
No, I don't know. What do you mean favourite?
Well, you should have.
Yeah. I've got... Oh, I don't know.
See, I'm a bit new to you, Vinny, and so I had a lesson in Vinny yesterday.
I was playing some classic Vinny. But I
know a little bit about you now.
I was a lot younger then.
Oh, yeah.
Your boot?
No, it's not there. Oh.
I was a teenager.
Were you?
Do you think
you've matured?
I was abusing him.
Yeah. I'm 28 now.
Hang on a minute.
I'm gonna be 30 in 2 years.
Yeah, that's how it works.
That's
with luck.
Is it?
Do you know how old I'm going to be in 2 years?
I'm really pissed.
Whoa.
I'm going to be 40 in 2 years.
I don't know. I don't know where it is. Hang on a minute.
Bad as me.
Like playing computer games.
Hang on a second. Let me.
Do you like playing computer games? Do you like tennis?
Even I can do a 5-kilometer run.
Who would you go for?
Yeah, I've got a fantastic racist joke. You fig bat. Shut your face. Put the phone down and switch the radio off. You're really boring. I mean, if you're gonna wear women's clothes, why don't you have a sex change as well?
Wow.
Yeah, I can't find it.
Do you remember that girl?
No. I can't find it. The clip we were listening to was if you had a what was it? If you had a superpower,
Stop time.
he'd stop time
And have a look at nipples.
Very specific.
And so the basic theme of tonight's
First port of call. Nipples.
Very specific. Yeah, do you recognise this? Here we go. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Right.
You got it?
Yeah. Oh, it's like the Shadows, isn't it?
What's going on?
Well done, Vincent. You're through to round 2.
Okay.
How do you feel about that as a person?
Yeah, I'm okay, I suppose.
Okay. So round 2.
Yeah.
What is the song?
Oh, yeah.
What is the song?
For
a chance to be able to stop time and look at nipples. What is the song?
Bubbles by Frank McAvenny.
I don't think you're trying hard
You're
enough.
not trying hard enough.
How badly do you want to see these nipples?
Whose nipples?
Thanks for calling.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Unfiltered Night Talk with the original king of unconventional conversation. The best of Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.